Hi peepees. So a couple of people have been asking what additives I add to my aquarium tank, my 6-foot tank. And it's pretty simple really. Every time I do a water change, I do a double dose of prime. The reason for that is because I get about 2.5 parts per million ammonia straight out of the tap, which is toxic. 0.25 ppm is quite toxic to fish. So I have to add the extra prime just to get rid of the bloody ammonia. And by the time that happens, the beneficial bacteria develop in the new water after a water change. And yeah, so this is what I use. It's expensive. I'm thinking from now to buy Safe. Safe is like prime but in a powder form, and it's much more concentrated. Like super concentrated, like a half a teaspoon for like 100 gallons or something ridiculous like that. It's super potent. But there's something about the liquid that I like, you know, like I know exactly how much I'm adding. But what else do I add? You need this stuff, stability, especially if you're cycling a tank. Now, I've just recently bought a new 6-foot aquarium. For that, I need a lot of prime and I need a lot of stability. Stability doesn't go a long way. Use one capful for every 10 gallons. One capful for every 10 gallons. I've got a 100-gallon tank. So that's 10 capfuls, which is quite a bit when you think about it, 10 capfuls. So this one's empty. I'll show you what I bought though, guys. Check it out. 2 liters of stability. Awesome. Now this is one hell of a big bottle. I think, does it have a price on it? No, it was like, I think it was like $100. But when you think about it, this one here cost me, see if this one's got a price tag on it. No. It's about $40 for 500 mils or 16.9 ounces. 16.9 ounces. $40. This one $100, 2 liters. Now I'm going to show you what I do with this, because this is obviously pretty cumbersome. It's large. I don't know how I'm going to be measuring capfuls and things of this, but I'll show you what I do to get around it, guys. So what I bought is a little siphon like this. Not a siphon, like a funnel, I suppose you could call it. This is almost empty. So you got to be careful not to overdo it. Always give it a shake. You do need to shake it up before you do anything with it. Even before you add it to the tank, you're meant to shake it. Okay, dokie. It's got a seal. Which can be pretty tricky to get rid of normally, I find them. I'll just pierce it with this. Done. Now you pop this here into the container. Now you got to be careful not to overflow it. You'd be surprised how quickly it does fill up. Okay, so I've already overfilled it. Oh no. It's alright. It wasn't overfilled, it's just building up there. You can still go with a bit more. So yeah, stability and prime are the most important additives you can have for an aquarium. Especially in my case where the, like I said, the ammonia comes straight out of the tap. And that's it. Prime, stability, ready to go. And like I said, you do need a fair bit of this, so I do recommend you buy the 2 litre 67 ounce container. You're going to go through it in about 6 months, I'd say, maybe a year, depending on how much you use this. So I follow the instructions, and every time I do a water change I add about 5 capfuls, and you know, I haven't had any issues with it. I recently upgraded to a 6-foot aquarium, and I was kind of stressing out because after about 10 days, let me just get this. After about 10 days, I did parameter tests. Hang on, let's get a bit of light here. Sorry about this, guys. Sorry about that. So I did some parameter tests. I do API master water test kit, ammonia, nitrates, and nitrite, and pH tests, and there was nothing. There was nothing. So I was expecting ammonia to go up and start the cycle. The ammonia to go up, then the nitrates to come up, and then eventually the nitrates. But there were no nitrates at all. 10 days into having the aquarium, and I've got 30 fish. I've got 30 African cichlids. And there was no ammonia, there was no nitrites, and there was no nitrates. I'm going, what the fuck is going on? And it just so happens, like one morning, I knew I was going to the aquarium store, and I took a sample of my water and I brought it in there, and they did a test, and they said, oh, yeah, there's a tiny bit of nitrates. And how can that be? I haven't had an ammonia spike, I haven't had a nitrite spike. So I put it down to stability and prime. The stability is basically the nitrifying bacteria that chew up the ammonia and get the aquarium cycled. But I did probably about day 14 into my new 6-foot tank, I did a test, and it came up with about, I'd have to, like between 0 and 5 parts per million nitrates. So it was cycled, to my surprise. Like I said, I was expecting a spike. I'm like, why am I getting a spike? And normally when I get a spike, I do a water change and I add some prime. That's how you get rid of the ammonia and that's how you get rid of everything in the tank, all the water, like the nitrites, the nitrates, the ammonia. You can get rid of them all with just doing a water change. So yeah, but so my tank's good. I did a water test a few days ago, and the nitrites have crept up to about 5 to 10 parts per million, which is good. I'm glad to see it cycle. There's no ammonia, there's no nitrites. So it seems to be doing good, thanks to stability and prime. So money well spent with those two, guys. You really want to get some prime. And like I said, I don't know what it is about my tap water, but it's pretty bogus. I get a lot of ammonia straight out of the tap water. But yeah, when the aquarium cycle, the ammonia in the tap water gets eaten up straight away. Like the nitrifying bacteria bring it right back down to 0. So I hope this has helped. Like I said, yeah, you can get prime in 2-litre bottles as well, but it's just not worth it. Like, it's pretty damn expensive. It's a lot more expensive than the stability is. Like I said, the stability was about $100 Australian dollars. But this stuff for a 2-litre bottle, it costs like, I can't remember how much it costs, but it's something ridiculous, like $150, $200. It's too much. And I bought some of this on Gumtree, on eBay, beg your pardon. I bought 2 bottles for $50. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. But from now on, after I use up the prime, I'm going to buy safe. Save myself some money, and yeah. What else can I say, guys? My fish are doing well. They're all thriving. I've got 30 of them. You'd think they'd be fighting, but they're not. They're actually enjoying the extra free space I have now in the 6-foot tank. Yeah, so I've been enjoying doing the maintenance on the tank. I'm not sure how often I should do it, whether I should do it every week like I'm used to doing in my old 5-foot tank, or whether I should stretch it out and do it every fortnight. We'll see. I'm trying not to get OCD and test my water parameters every day, which I like to do, because I would like to make sure that everything's going well. But lately I've been doing water parameter tests every week, because I'm always find that the nitrate bottles are the first ones to run out of the API master test kit, because the nitrate bottles, you need to put 10 drops of each bottle in the test tube. So most of the other ones you only need to put 3 or 5. Like I think with the ammonia you have to put 8. So anyway, I don't test for ammonia that often. I mainly test for nitrates, so I know when to do a water change. But yeah, so I keep running out of the nitrate test kit. So I ordered another one, and I had already ordered another one, and yeah, so you got to keep buying. I found it on eBay. You can actually buy just the API and nitrate test kit, without having to buy the whole master test kit, which includes a whole lot of stuff that I don't really use, like the pH. I do test the pH lately, but since I had my fish diet, because I like high pH. If you're watching this video and you have high temperature in your aquarium, expect your pH to crash. That's what happened to me. My temperature in the water was about 32 degrees, and I didn't realize, like I tested the tap water and it came up high pH, perfect for cichlids. And then weeks later I found that my fish were dying, and I didn't know why, and it just occurred to me to do a pH test on my tank water, and it came up super low, so my fish were frying in acidic water. So yeah, a bit of a discussion here. Kind of went off topic. I just wanted to show you the importance of stability and prime. So yeah, definitely buy these things. Let me know if you have any other additives that you add to your aquarium. I try not to use as much as I can. I try and keep it as simple as I can. I'll show you another product which I bought. Sorry, another thing that I add is evaporated sea salt that I buy from Woolies, my grocery store here in Australia. So I add evaporated sea salt. Not a terrible amount, because I've got clown loaches, and that'll kill the clown loaches if you put too much in, but I put about half the dose of what they recommend. But this is something that I bought as well. Well, not sure if you can see that there. Easy Life. I can't read backwards. Fluid filter medium. And it says suitable for freshwater aquariums. It's a conditioner, tonic, prophylactic, whatever that means. I don't use this. Maybe I should. I might start using from now on. I might just put one cupful every time I do a water change. To be honest, I'm not sure if it does anything good or not, or bad. What does it say here? So it says accomplishes more than 30 powerful effects. The water quality is improved immensely and protected against sudden alterations. Fish become more agile, eat more, and show brighter colors. The animals get stronger physically, show resistance, and become less prone to diseases. Can it really do all that in this little bottle? It seems dodgy to me. I'm not sure if I trust it, but I may as well add one capful. Something else that I've been using, not so much lately, is this Algae Fix. I don't like algae on my aquarium, but I've heard of people having their fish die if they slightly overdose with this. All you have to do is slightly overdose and you will lose fish. That's what I've seen on videos on YouTube, and that's what I've heard in person. People saying that, yep, they lost their Oscar because they used the Algae Fix. So you got to be super careful with this shit and not overdo it. I used to use, like, this bottle's almost empty, but I used to use it and it did work. But you know, you have to think about it. What's this doing to your fish? We don't know. We don't know if this is harming the fish, really. You know, they could die in a year's time and we wouldn't know what caused the death, and it might have been this. So, but yeah, definitely add evaporated sea salt. I don't use the proper aquarium fish salt. It's just the same. But something else that I do add, which just came to mind, is the Malawi Victoria Alkaline buffer. So that brings the pH up again, which is where the cichlids like it. And I'm trying to not use it. Because I've been told that, you know, at the aquarium they usually have the same pH as the tap water. Here where I live, it's about 7.5 out of the tap pH. Is that enough? I don't know. I thought cichlids liked 8.5. So, but I spent like $80 on a big container. It's probably a kilogram container, and I've gone through it pretty quickly. Like, you do need to use a fair bit for a big tank. But I've heard that bicarbonate soda can do the same thing. So you're probably better off just buying bicarbonate soda from the shop. I don't know how to dose it, but with my new tank I've got a crushed crushed coral substrate. So I'm not exactly sure what that does to the pH. Apparently it helps buffer the pH, whatever that means. But yeah, okay. Alright, well, if you stuck with me so far, I hope this video was useful to you. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe. Bye.